Hey family, welcome back. MarshaunO here today. I am your favorite life and relationship strategist, and I help Christian women that are married or in long-term relationships to stop feeling disconnected and unloved and shift you to feeling heard, understood, and appreciated. Now, before I jump into today's topic, I would like to talk to you about Valentine's Day, anniversary, birthday, just because, listen, I am giving away this book right here. 50 Reasons I Fell in Love with You. This is my Amazon bestseller, and I am shipping this booklet to you for free. Now, you would have to pay the shipping, but I'm totally sending this book to you for free because my mission is to decrease the divorce rate while simultaneously increasing the marriage rate. And one of the ways to increase the marriage rate is to talk about the reasons why you have fallen in love or fell in love with your spouse or your boyfriend, your fiance, etc. Right? So go ahead, click the link down below, or go to bit.ly/50 Reasons I Fell in Love and claim your copy today. Now, of course, there are limited copies, so go ahead and hurry up before all of the copies are gone, because once they're gone, they are gone. But I want to extend this invitation to you guys because you guys have been so great to me. And then also because this is my bestseller. It literally is a fill in the blank book where after you have finished filling out the blanks, then guess what? Now you have written a book for your loved one, for that special person in your life. And now I'm going to jump into today's topic because we want to talk about, what does thick and thin mean to you? What does it mean to you? Because many of us jump into our relationships and we love it when it's thick or when everything is going great, when the cash is flowing, when the career is popping, when your boss is not getting on your nerves, right? When the kids are doing well, when it seems like everything you touch goes great. We love it during those times. When the spouse is great, there's no arguments, nobody has woke up on the wrong side of the bed. We love it during those times in our relationships. But here's the thing. The thin always comes. Trials show up. Tribulations show up, right? And so then that is where the thick and thin actually comes from. We're really focusing on what the thin means here today. So what does the thin mean to you while you're in a relationship? Okay, I gave you a moment to think about it. The answer literally is support. That's what your spouse would want from you, is your support during the thin moments in your relationship or in your marriage. Because anytime you can feel support, you can get through anything. And so I want to talk to you about 5 ways to show your support during the thin moments that are absolutely going to come, because these are not things that we sign up for. These are not things that we even know are going to happen. And really, to be quite frank, sometimes you're thinking, well, damn, I did not know that this was going to happen. And if I would have known that this was going to happen, I might not have chose this person. But that's the thing. None of us know the future, right? So the thin moments are always going to come. They're going to show up in some form or fashion. And it doesn't even have to always be with your spouse. It could be with your children. It could be with your in-laws. It could be, again, somebody has lost their job or the career is not going as well, etc. Right? So showing up and showing your support when it's most needed is when you're going to get that love and affection and that, I knew I chose the right person, from your spouse. So the first way to show up and show out and show your support for your spouse is literally to keep your business in your home. Because whenever the thin moments come, most of us have a tendency to share the information with outsiders. Share it with your best friend. Share it with one or both of your parents. Just, again, sharing it with people that have nothing to do with your relationship. And trust me, I know that it can be very, very tempting to share this information. because you now have to get this out of you. But the one person, the only person that can help you is your spouse. The only person that can soothe your insecurity, or I should say, not insecurity, you're not feeling secure in that moment, is your spouse. But guess what? You are the person your spouse is looking and leaning on to help them through this moment. So keeping your business private is going to be something that is absolutely going to help your relationship versus hurting your relationship. Because even though your friend, even though your parent, even though that coworker or whomever it is that that's lending their ear for you, they mean well. They mean well. But usually that person takes you down the road where you should not be going because they are your friend. They are your family member. And usually it's not helpful advice at all. And then now when you have gotten over, you and your spouse have gotten past this point in your relationship, then guess what? Guess what happens? Your friend or family member does not forget their shortcomings when you have. So keep your business private as much as possible. And then when you do keep your business private, then you don't have to worry about people talking mess about your business because you have not given them the ammunition to talk mess, right? So that's the first way. Keep your business private as possible, especially during the thin moments, especially in the valleys in your relationship. The second thing that I want you to do is literally just listen. That's how you're showing your support. Just listen. Be your spouse's sounding board by just allowing them to pour out and say the things that they need to say to you. Vent about whatever is happening in his or her life, especially when things are not going as great as they used to go or as they plan to go. So we're in a pandemic right now, right? So maybe your spouse is the person who's actually lost their job, which means the cash flow is not flowing like it used to. So how are you showing up? How are you supporting your spouse right now? How are you making them feel like, I got your back, boo? What are you saying to him? What are you saying to her? Right? Think about it. Be a sounding board. Just listen. Don't offer up any solutions unless he or she asks you for them. Because most of the time, if you listen long enough, he or she is going to answer the question that you have. And here's the thing. If they do not, they still feel heard. They still feel understood because you listened. But then number two, now you're able to ask that follow-up question. But they also feel complete because they were able to say everything that they needed to get out without interruption. So just listen and be the sounding board. Number three, remind him or her of their triumphs. You've been there for them, right? Remind him or her, you know what? We've been in tough spots before and we've always come through. Remember X, Y, and Z happened and you did ABC? That's how we were able to pull through. You can do this. We can do this together. You're not alone in this, right? Remind them of some of the things that they actually accomplished, right? So all of the triumphs that you can think of, remind them. You're not a loser. Of course, that's not what you're going to say, but that's what you're thinking. You're not a loser. I am not married. I am not in a relationship with a loser. And here's the reason why. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're able to account, to run these things off. And so while you're writing, relate this. Let your spouse know of their triumphs and that you got their back, right? Number 4, sometimes you're going to have to talk them down from their panic, right? Because it's the unknown. It's that fear that is showing up. And it's like, holy crap, what am I going to do now? Right? So sometimes you're going to have to help your spouse through that moment of panic. And that's okay. But help them through. Have the conversations. Don't allow things to just be swept under the rug. You notice that he or she is feeling a certain type of way, or their demeanor is off, something is off. Let them know that you are there for them. Right? Because sometimes that panic shows up in the form of, let me do something real quick. And that real quick move ends up hurting you in the long run. So just being able to sit there and have an open dialogue about what's actually going on with them. Why are you feeling this way? Where's this fear actually coming from? You know, just having the conversation so you can understand what their panic is, and then also to find a solution to their panic, and even displaying your discernment and words of wisdom, because we need words of wisdom. And the time frame, especially when we don't think that things are going to go the way that we think that they should be going, this is when the panic starts to set in. Well, there's no need to panic, because baby, I got your back. This is taking a lot longer than I would like for it to take, but it's okay because I got your back. So being able to talk him or her down from their panic is number 4. And the 5th thing is literally to stop them from being impulsive. Because sometimes in that panic, so let's go back to number 4, you're panicking. Now number 5, in that panic, you can become impulsive. So maybe your thin moment is your cash flow. Your cash is not flowing like it used to flow. And now you're thinking about doing this quick, fast money scheme, money deal, whatever it is that you're feeling like you can create this quick income. And then it ends up tanking, or you end up losing even more money. And now all of this worry and stuff, right? So being able to share these things with your spouse and being open about them, you can talk them off the ledge from the panic, and then also help them to see that as fast as you're making this money, in this case, you can lose this money as well, because you're not thinking the process through, and you're just making these rash decisions because you're being impulsive in this moment, but then also because you're trying to solve a short-term problem, but it can be a long-term problem based off of what you're about to do. So being able to give them the information and say, hey, you don't have to be impulsive, right? Don't be impulsive. And here's why X, Y, and Z, right? The last time you weren't impulsive, this would happen X, Y, and Z, right? The bonus tip for you is literally to remind them why you love them. Remind them. Make a list of X, Y, and Z, A, B, C through Z, right? Of why you love them. The perfect way to do that literally is the 50 ways. Yes, I know that that's double 26, but you get my point, right? Click the link below or go to bit.ly/50 reasons I fell in love. Claim your copy today. I will ship this out to you. It will get there. You can fill it out before Valentine's Day come. And then guess what? This is now your beautiful gift for your loved one, for your spouse, to make them feel better. This is totally 50 ways where you can share why you fell in love with them. Again, you pay shipping, but you get the book for free. I ship it over to you. You receive it at your front door, and then you fill it out, and then you present the gift. Again, this could be a just because gift. It could be a Valentine's Day gift, anniversary gift, birthday gift. Again, it is a very sentimental gift. Just go and check out some of the reviews if you want to see the reviews on Amazon. I love you guys. There is nothing that you can do about it. I am MarshaunO, your favorite life and relationship strategist, and I help Christian women that are married or in long-term relationships to stop feeling disconnected and unloved and shift you to feeling heard, understood, and appreciated, because my mission is to decrease the divorce rate while simultaneously increasing the marriage rate. I love you guys. There's nothing that you can do about it, and I will see you next time. Bye.